Okay, oh my gosh, half the room came up here. First of all, welcome to the next semester and live season of Los Rios Rock School, everybody. Give yourselves a hand if you're here. If you are in this room right now, that means you are a cut above many people your age that want to pursue music, okay? Bottom line, we set standards. Our staff makes sure that we collectively get together and make sure our standards are suitable to make extraordinary music together. Do you agree? Yes. Okay. So if you're in this room right now, you're part of a really, really select group. And I would put you all against any other school in California because of how much good work you guys do together. And I'm really proud of you all. I wanted to tell you all that first. Last show was unbelievable. Who had a good time at the last show? Woo! Yeah, good. So, now there's some really, really important people in this room right now. And where are they? They're right here. Cool. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm pretty sure that's a record, Spencer. Asking? Easy? So what we're going to do, who wants to make these folks feel welcome? Me! Okay. Now, everybody I gave water balloons to, get them out. I'm just kidding. It's worse than that. Are you ready? So what we're going to do, we want to know who you are, okay? Your teachers know who you are. Some of your friends know who you are. The people that have been playing here for a while, they don't know who you are yet. And so we want to know your name, kind of what school you go to, what instruments you play, and that's it. Would you guys do that for us? Pass the mic down. All right, here we go.
Hi, I'm Ty. I go to Niguel Hills Middle School. I play the drums.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, and say who your teacher is here too.
My name is Asher. I sing. I am 13 and I'm homeschooled. And my teacher is Spencer Hayden over here.
That's my guy.
My name is Jackson. I go to Carl Hankey Middle School and I play guitar.
Cool. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sam. I go to St. Edward the Confessor. I sing, and my vocal coach is Olivia.
Right on, Olivia!
Hi, my name is Britton. I homeschool, and I sing, and my vocal coach is Olivia.
Perfect.
I'm Kaylee. I go to San Clemente. I play drums, and my teacher is Sean.
Yeah!
I'm Lindsay Colson, and I go to San Clemente, and my teacher is Spencer Hayden, and I do guitar and vocals.
Nice!
My name is Emma. I go to San Clemente High School as well, and I play guitar and sing.
Welcome!
And my teacher is Leslie.
Leslie! Is Leslie here?
My name is Trey. I go to Elisa Viejo Middle School. I play keyboard and my teacher is Anthony.
Nice.
I am Ryan, and I play drums, and I go to St. Margaret's, and my teacher is Spencer Hayden.
Hi, my name is Emily. I go to Storybook Christian School, and I play the instrument piano, and my teacher is Anthony.
Welcome, Emily.
My name's Aiden. I play guitar. I go to San Clemente, and my teacher's Spencer.
Hi, my name is Kaden. I go to Oxford Preparatory Academy. I play drums, and my coach is Ryan.
Hi, I'm Owen. I go to Van Dam Middle School. I play the guitar, and my teacher is Spencer Hayden.
Welcome.
My name is Poppy, and I go to St. Margaret's, and I sing, and my teacher is Olivia.
Nice, welcome.
My name is Drew. I'm 9 years old. I homeschool, and my teacher is Ryan.
What's your name again?
Drew.
Drew, yeah.
Hey, I'm Sydney. I sing. I go to OSHA, and my teacher is Sharia.
Nice, welcome.
I'm Romy. I sing. I go to Vista Del Mar, and my teacher is Olivia.
My name is Aiden. I go to Elisa
Snengo High School, and I play drums, and my teacher is Sean.
Hello, my name's Adam. I go to OSHA, and I play guitar. My teacher's right behind me, Spencer Askin.
Nice! Thank you, everybody. One big round of applause for our new live group players. Thank you all. Come funnel down and find a spot to sit, and we'll get started here. Welcome, you guys. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. All right, out of our new people, who here is glad that part's over? Yeah. Oh, you want to do it again? Cool. All right, so we're going to get into it. This is our wonderful Los Rios staff. All right, so this is our staff. We have Anthony, we have Ryan, we have Spencer Askin, our program director, Justin, someone brand new who's been a student here before. She's going to be helping out. This is Elisa. Welcome. Everybody give her applause. Yeah. One of the best guitarists that Spencer knows.
I think that all of us.
Oh, that all of us know. Yeah, I got that right. So this is Olivia, Phil Allen, Sean Walbrink, Aaron Blagden, everybody, and my partner Chris Bates. So Leslie is missing. Who else is missing? Leslie and Sharia, and that's it?
Dan Rowe.
Dan Rowe is missing. Dan Rowe is missing students.
Yeah.
Dan Rowe's our new sax teacher. And then where's Spencer Hayden?
I'm right here.
There he is, and Spencer Hayden. So give a round of applause for our staff. These guys, who likes that House of Blues stage, how it's all set up and ready to go like it's magic? It's not magic. It's them. They get there hours before and stay hours late to make sure all of that's set up for you guys. And I can't tell you, I want to thank them personally. Thank you. All right, so now, what's our theme? The theme is results. Results. Well, players who played the last show, who here likes the results we got last show? Who here thinks that it could be better? Always can be better. It's not a bad thing. This is not a shame thing. This is, I want to be better. That's it. I want to get better. And you guys, you're so young right now that your brains work really fast and absorb everything. You all need to take advantage of it now. Because it slows down. Right, Jeff? Yes. Especially when you have that your brain's up in that high altitude of JT's dad. Yeah. There's no air. Your brains are working fast right now. You've got teachers that teach pretty well, right? How are they? Is everybody happy with their progress with their teacher? Okay. Good. So Spencer's going to come up here and we're going to touch on this whole results thing. So results at a show is great. Having some standards in teacher zones so that picking's a little better, vowel modulation for voice is better, all those tools help all around. So when we have teachers using those standards that we've started filming, the results in the rehearsals have been better, correct?
Absolutely.
Plus, what did we add 2 semesters ago? Who knows? 2 semesters ago, we started doing something brand new. Midterm recordings. That's right. A+.
Extra credit.
That got us some results.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet we could get better midterm recording results. Right? Do you want to touch on that for a couple minutes?
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Spencer Askin. I'm the program director here. How are we all doing today? Oh, what a lovely bunch we have here on a Saturday at Los Rios Rock School. Cool. So the theme is results. I've had students in the past, and they'll maybe come from a different teacher, or they're taking guitar at school or something, and they'll say things like, man, I've been playing the guitar for 6 months, I've been working on this thing, and I'm not getting any better, right? And it's like, well, what do you do with your teacher? Well, they'll have me just run it over and over, and that's about it. And then that makes me think, well, what could we do differently? Maybe we could dig in and fine-tune, talk about techniques. what makes something better? What makes something easier to play? How could this be easier for your students to improve? That sort of thing. So midterm recordings, hearing themselves back, really making sure that we have focused practice and we're paying attention to everything that our teachers say and applying them not just to the song that we're working on, but applying those techniques to every song, and that's true for every instrument. And so, as any one member of a band gets better, guess what? That whole band gets better. So if all of you guys are working together towards the same goal, you're already amazing, but we're going to be even more amazing. Does that sound good? Yeah. Yes? Cool. So we're going to get midterm recordings in a little faster, a little earlier this season. We're going to do some more recording, right? We'll do some recording in the live rooms, not just on the stage. So you'll be able to hear yourself back, mark your own progress, show all your friends how amazing you sound and how wonderful your band is, and all that sort of stuff. Cool? That sound good to everybody? Yeah? Okay, cool. Clap for me.
Clap!
Results!
So now that we've got a couple of serious notes, who's down with that theme for the year, or this semester? Are you down? Yeah. Cool. If in fact your lessons feel exactly the same, two things are happening. Moving into this next semester, if they feel exactly the same, they shouldn't. Never plateau, never get complacent, always try to find something new to do, something that's out of your comfort zone. Do we grow if we just do the same thing over and over again? No. Who's here is afraid to try harder stuff? And you can be honest. Everybody looks at a hard thing sometimes and goes, oh, all right. And I've seen, when I was teaching, nobody will believe this, but I used to teach 31-hour students a week for 4 years. And I had, from one side of the spectrum, where every single time this 8 or 9-year-old who was really good would say, there's no way I'm going to get that, and he would cry. Every time. Who remembers Ian? Ian Stanley.
Oh, yes!
So, and every single time, a week later, the very next week, guess who was doing the piece? Ian Stanley. So, everybody has a feeling about approaching something harder. The question is your teacher inspiring you? Is your teacher changing it up on you? Is your teacher causing something different to happen every week so that you're exercising new skills? If they are not, Tyler@teacherzone.com. Email me. Okay? But they're gonna. Who here is not getting assigned enough stuff during the week? Straight up. Smart. You can talk to me after. The point is you guys should have things to do. Some people go home and they can't stop practicing. Their parents literally have doctors on call because of potential carpal tunnel, and they won't come eat their dinner, and they don't play video games, they just play guitar. Then there's people that, it kind of comes easy, and they work on it the night before. And they roll in, and imagine if that person worked on it 3 nights prior, what would happen? Like, holy moly, you'd be cooking with gas at that point. And then there's people that, they've got to try pretty hard for the first couple of years and just grind and grind and grind because they like the sound. If you don't like the sound of your music, your instrument, talk to us. We need to look at that. It's either you're playing or the instrument. We need that instrument speaking to you. So if you're not inspired to keep trying new stuff, if you're too busy, I understand. Some of you have club sports, travel teams, all sorts of stuff, so it can go like this sometimes. You got to try to find, and I think we can have this be the sub-theme, balance.
Hey, I like that.
Okay? So if we can get results and we're gaining more progress because we're moving the needle a little bit more at home, then most likely you're going to have super happy teachers and motivated teachers. When your teachers see you got something down the next week, do they look kind of happy? Have you noticed that? If you don't have it, they still love you, but they're not as happy.
You know who else is happy?
Who?
Everyone in your band.
Yes! Yeah. Hey, by the way, we're talking about individual practice. How does your individual practice affect your friends in your band? Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? The sooner you get used to it, the sooner it becomes a habit. Right, Chris? Who here has a practice habit? Who here says, you know what, I've been doing it enough, my teacher told me what to do, I kind of could, honestly, if I went on vacation, I'd feel like something was missing because my habit is to practice at that point. Raise your hand if that's you. All right, good. That's a solid hand raise right there. Who here would like to have a better practice habit? Raise your hand. All right, those of you who raised your hand second, you need to have a one-on-one powwow with your teacher and say, I was one of the second hand raisers, and what can I do different at home? Okay? Your bandmates are going to thank you. Your teachers are going to thank you. You're most of all going to love yourself more because your guitar is going to sound better. Your drums are going to sound better. Okay? So this theme, are we good? Results? Yes. And balance. You might have to talk to mom and dad about it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, my balance is off. I can only practice 2 nights a week. Everything's crazy. What's going on? Figure it out. Family's there for you. We're there for you. We can come up with a plan. Okay? Cool? Harry?
Yeah.
You good? Yeah. You want to come up here and do the rest of this? No. All right. So now we're going to take 5 minutes and we're going to have our veterans give some advice to the 19 brand new people, Kennedy. And I think Kennedy should start. Who? Raise your hand if Kennedy should kick this whole veteran advice channel off.
All right, Kennedy!
And by the way, Kennedy, I think we're going to start a bi-weekly podcast where it's just you getting kids to give advice. Okay, you up for that? Okay. What? Harry? No, Harry doesn't get the microphone. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Harlan.
Everybody talk as close to the microphone as possible.
Oh yeah, this is everybody gets 1 free microphone lesson right now, huh?
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
This is $1,000 value.
It's a churro,
So,
not an ice cream.
I'm gonna use Phil Allen's. I used to use an ice cream, but it wasn't adequate. You know why? Kids weren't doing it. They weren't listening to me. So I have a new one. Sold it for Phil.
Drink from the bottle.
Oh, drink from the bottle. Not from the straw. Do not drink from the straw. Okay? Can you hear the difference? Hello, hi, my name's Tyler. This is probably the way you'd rather hear my voice, but too bad, I'm going to use the microphone correctly. Do you hear the difference? That's your lesson. Even if you're talking at speech class in high school or whatever, you hold it here. Anywhere you're at, you hold it here, not like a straw. Bottle, straw. Got it? All right, Kennedy, lead us off. We have 19 people here that haven't done this yet. Well, at least half of those people haven't. Tell us what we need to know to make it here at Los Rios Rock School. Are you ready? Yeah. Here you go.
I would just say do something on stage that's not boring. Like don't just stand there. Like liven up the audience almost. Yeah.
Okay, so question.
Not almost.
Like every time, right?
Yeah.
So question though, what if they're scared?
Just do it.
Just do it anyway? Do what? Well, we're going to get to that. We have multiple Sharia masterclasses coming up for just that. There's going to be every other month, Sharia is going to run that same masterclass over and over so people can come do it again. Or just hit it before the show. So we're going to be doing a lot of stage presence modification and workshops. Does that sound cool for everybody? Yeah. All right. Cool. Who's next? Advice. We need some advice from our peers. People that have succeeded here. Our veterans, do you want the new folks to succeed? Do you want them to feel comfortable? Yeah. Raise your hand if you got some advice. Here we go.
Luke's got some advice.
If you're feeling a little bit stressed about something, communicate with your teachers so they can help you not be stressed.
Yeah, nice. Love it. Who else? Oh, we got JT in the back. Sorry, bear with me.
Hi. You should pick songs that are out of your comfort zone so that you grow.
Oh, hold on, give me that mic. Seriously? Okay. Hey, I don't care who's talking, obviously. All right, here we go.
Make sure you pick songs out of your comfort zone so that you can grow and learn them and become better.
Cool. Thank you, JT. Anybody else? Anybody have anything about meeting folks, meeting people here, being new, being shy, being the opposite of shy? Like you're at a 10, you should be at a 4. You know, that kind of thing. Anybody got any suggestions on that?
Oh, okay. You want if you make friends, then they'll support you, and it's way more fun to be on stage when you have friends. And it's like, cause when I was with Sale on stage, I felt more comfortable, and we could like go all crazy. Yeah.
You did go crazy. It was awesome, by the way. Major improvement on the stage presence. It was unbelievable. Oh, you got something?
Pretty much above all, you have to believe in yourself.
Oh yeah.
If you don't believe in yourself, then you won't do it. If you do believe in yourself, there's a chance that you can.
I love it. Thank you. Who else? Lauren.
Hello. So what I've learned over like the past years that I've been here, that whenever you make friends, everything's just much more fun. Like you want to practice more because you want to hang out with them more. And so like, also whenever I'm on stage, because like I was really, really close with my band last season, like I just jammed out the whole time. It was so much fun. Yeah.
Cool.
I always feel like if you're on stage and you're scared out of your mind, like I've been there. I would just say like as time goes by, you'll have more experience singing on stage or like doing whatever you're on stage, and just be loosey-goosey. I always go by that phrase, loosey-goosey.
Love it. All right, you ready?
Have fun.
Okay, have fun.
That's really
Hey, how about our new teacher?
No? Oh.
What's your advice, Elisa?
I would say just take advantage of the school, like ask your teachers, like you can learn so much from here. Also, you guys are all musicians, you know, you can make your own bands, go play gigs, I don't know, have fun with it. Yeah.
Right on. All right, who else did I miss? Got a couple. Oh, Maceo.
So when you're up on stage and performing, you're probably going to be scared out of your mind. And what I'd say is you should probably just imagine it as if you were practicing normally. Like, just don't even think about what's going on around you unless, like, something goes wrong or something like that. Yeah. But just don't even think about anything else except for your songs when you're up on stage, and it'll probably go by a lot better.
Cool. Awesome. Bottle, not a straw.
If you have an easy song and like 2 hard ones, like practice the easy one, because I've messed up on the easy one because I didn't really practice it, and yeah.
Oh. Was that the advice of the day? So wait a second. So we were taking for granted the easier songs, and in reality, the easier songs sometimes Sean had the best pocket, and if there's no pocket, the song is not the song anymore. Does that make sense? Did everybody get that? That's really, really good. Good job. Where's Drew? Oh, Drew. And don't say Epstein didn't kill himself.
Okay, I'll try. Okay, so speaking of practice, if you want to go hard, you gotta practice. Like that's the biggest thing, and you have to practice your stuff until you know it, like the back of your hand.
How often do you practice, Drew?
Not enough.
How often do you practice, Drew?
At least once a day.
Okay.
Like for, I don't know, an hour. But I just kind of sit down and play. It's not so much like practice, it's just like having my stuff, my chops down.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Drew. All right, we got time for one or two more. That's it. Hi, what's your name?
Dominic.
Dominic.
If you mess up, don't stop playing. Just keep going.
Don't sue. Yeah, has anybody noticed that the train keeps going no matter what?
Yes.
And it doesn't mean you get to start that note over, does it? No, you have to literally jump on the train right back where it was. You already did one. No double dipping. Okay. Oh, look at her eyes. Just do it.
Harmonies are just as important as your like.
Harmonies?
Yeah.
Harmonies? Harmonies are just as important as your main lead vocals, your melodies, right? Cool. Anybody else? Anybody else from the veterans? All right.
Always check teacher zone. That is a very important thing.
Did Hudson tell you to say that?
No.
Oh, nice. All right, that's all the time. Does anybody else want any advice from you get to select one person from up here. Who wants to hear advice from one person on the stage? Yeah, start yelling their name, whoever you want. Dang. Why?
No, I think Ryan won.
Very
wise.
Ryan.
Teach us. Jedi.
Bottle, not a straw, drummer.
Let me think about this for a second. I'd say when you practice, especially knowing that you have like a show or just any sort of performance or gig coming up where you're gonna play in front of people, make sure that when you practice at home, it feels like what you're doing is easy. Not necessarily easy, but like if you were a car and say like your max speed was like 150 or something, make sure, this is the headroom stuff. Make sure that the way you feel about the stuff you're about to play in front of people is more like a 60 and a 70, not so much the 150, right? So it should feel like, instead of being like, oh, I really hope I nail this for the show, it should feel like, oh, there's no way I'm not gonna nail this for the show.
Did everybody get that speed analogy? At 150 miles an hour, the car's wheels and engine are running off. Yeah, and but at 60 miles an hour, the engine's kind of purring, and it's comfortable, right? That's what he meant.
I want to say two things really quick about that. First is big congratulations to Anna, who got into Belmont University. Yes. Her music, wonderful. What?
Today?
No, it was last early.
Oh, and happy birthday to Ryan last week, but still good.
Yeah.
It still happened. Okay. And I have some advice for our veterans, right? So there are a lot of new people this season, people moving up into new groups, people just switching around to different groups at the same level. If you see somebody that's kind of on their own back here, you know what would be a really cool thing of you to do? Go up to them and say, hey, what's your name? How's it going? It's going to be a really fun season. These are my friends. You know, whatever your friends' names are. Nice to meet you. And include them and say, hey, because you guys were all the new guy at one time, and this is really like a big year-round summer camp, and that can be the scariest part for some people. Sometimes it's not even the music part. Sometimes they're shredding and they're not worried about that. But it's like, oh, I feel kind of anxious hanging around all these people that I don't know.
And they all know each other.
And that's weird for me. But the good news is everybody here is super nice. We're like incredibly lucky. I can't even believe that we have so many teenagers that are actually really great and cool and staying out of trouble and all that sort of stuff.
Do you remember when we were teenagers?
I don't want to talk about that.
Nobody wanted to be around us. So you guys are amazing.
The police did.
The police loved Spencer and I. And not the band.
No.
I'm just kidding. That was all lies. So, all right, I think that's it. We're good, right?
I don't know, man. Well, we're announcing.
Does anybody want one little
I just wanted to see the face he made when I told him no. Yes, give him the mic.
Spencer Hayden advice? Anybody need any of that?
Yes.
Oh, they need it. Okay.
I hate to disappoint, it's not so much advice as it is a logistic thing, but every season we have a little issue with some people misunderstanding this. The audition deadline, if there's anyone in 101 or 102, or if you have friends who aren't in the live program yet, the audition deadline to move up or move into the program is the weekend of the show. It always is, and it always will be. So please don't go to your teachers 2 weeks before the show and be like, hey, so I want to go to 102 now.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? That
We got
reminds me
one
of
more?
one other thing. Yes. Wonderful. And this is my favorite. I love this, and I get it all the time. Most questions that you will ask are in Aaron's wonderful weekly email updates. So if you read the whole email, probably whatever you're curious about is going to be in there. Aaron does such a wonderful job sending that.
And the podcast.
And the podcast. And if you don't like reading, who does, right? Listen to the podcast, okay? Every Friday, right? Friday?
Tuesdays now.
Tuesdays now. Hey, even better, right? Enjoy it all week long. Every Tuesday, you're going to have a Los Rios podcast. All the info you need is going to be in there.
46 episodes. Where have they been?
46 episodes. Where have you guys been, right? Get caught up. That's your homework for the week. You got some time off for Thanksgiving. Listen to every podcast in a row. And then we'll quiz you when you're back, right?
Yeah.
Read the emails. It's super important. All the info is in there. Obviously, if you ever have any questions about anything, you can email me, Spencer at losriosrockschool.com, or Aaron at LRS Scheduling.
Or calendar.
Aaron at losriosrockschool.com. Hey, that works too. But read those. We have a master calendar that's on all of those as well with important dates like rehearsals, holidays, times auditions are due. But the auditions are always due the weekend of the big show. Always. Cool?
Cool.
So it would be amazing if I didn't receive any emails that said, we didn't know when the auditions are. Is it too late?
Right,
You know,
because when that happens, I literally fly in from Iowa and find out what teacher didn't tell you. And then, here's the funny part. They're like, no, I told them, look. And then I'm like, oh, I can't hurt children. And it's just, it's really awkward. So please, just stay informed, okay? Save a teacher.
Yes.
Yeah. So lastly, we're going to go over a couple master classes and that's it. So there is a new calendar out, right?
Yeah, it went out today.
It went out today. So when you check that email, like Spencer just said to do.
So you guys are taking the Sharia Masterclass, and then how many are in Song Summit?
Cool. So we're going to be doing those. Who here needs to be a little bit more comfortable on stage? Cool. These, I'm telling you, Sharia's class is really cool. You get to kind of access this alternate identity inside, like a personality that's still you, but gives you permission to be loosey-goosey, like Elle said, on stage and just have fun. Who wants to be a little looser on stage? Cool. We can all use it. In fact, some of our teachers sat in on it last time. Phil, did you get in on that last time? Sharia's one of the Sharia nights. It's a pretty good class, right? Cool. So, anyways, without further ado, I think, is there any other questions that we need to cover?
I think that's it, just groups.
We're good. Anybody get anything out of this meeting? Who likes these meetings?
I love them. Oh, me. Yeah. Let's do one a week.
Who thinks they brought the most epic new song never been played before at Los Rios Rock School to the table? Harry?
Yeah.
Wow. Drew? Okay. What's your name again? Dylan. All right, I want to hear what those songs are later, okay? And then we'll find out and we'll see which one it is. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Spencer. He's going to announce who here doesn't know what group they're in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the big reveal. So hey, we want to thank you guys for being part of our family. My name's Tyler Moroff. I'm the owner and founder. Chris Bates is my partner. If you need to get a hold of us ever, email schedule@losriosrockschool.com. Aaron, Chris, myself, and my wife Melissa all get those emails at once. So, and also any parents that want to stick around and do a little questions and answers with Chris and I right after we split up from here, feel free. We'll be here for a little bit. And we're also doing a very special parent and student testimonial video over in the media room in B Building, our podcast room. So at 2:30, if you'd like to get in line and do a little 2-minute or 1-minute answer to a question that we have as a parent and as a student, come on over. You're more than welcome to be part of that. We're going to edit a nice little reel together that we haven't done in 7 years. So we're excited to get some new faces on it. And that's it. I'm going to hand it over to Spencer Askin. Thank you all for coming today. It should be a good day.
Yeah. Cool. We're just going to read off our groups.